Harry K. Ford in Winter, South Dakota has a large selection of pre-owned Ford Fusions. These cars range in price from $13,000 all the way up to $18,000, starting at only 7,000 miles on some of these units. This is a great car for your new family or fun vehicle. You're going to love the miles per gallon and comfort and class you get. Stop out today and check out these Ford Fusions and talk to Kevin and the gang, because they won't be there long.
Pizza Hut's new menu has 6 bold sauces.
One sauce, marinara.
Yeah, our marinara is classic, but the other sauces take pizza where it's never been before. There's honey sriracha. Why don't you try the buffalo sauce?
No.
Okay, how about premium crushed tomato?
One sauce.
Yeah, actually there's 6.
Marinara.
Classic marinara, plus our other 5 sauces.
Marinara.
All right, fine. Get a pair of pizzas, a new one or an old favorite, for $6.99 each. The Flavor of Now menu. Get it at pizzahut.com.
Stop out to Frontier Motors and test drive the 2014 Ram 1500 EcoDiesel. The industry's first light-duty diesel engine boasts exceptional torque, reduced CO2 emissions, and the best fuel economy of any full-size pickup. There's no wonder this one's already a legend. Simply put, a gallon of diesel lasts longer than a gallon of gas. At 28 miles per gallon, that means fewer fill-ups day by day and serious savings for you in the long run. That's Frontier Motors in winter.
No job is too big or small for the gang at H&O Electric in winter. Whether it's a simple task around the house, to remodel, or new addition, to major construction, we provide residential, commercial, and industrial heating, cooling, and electrical work in winter. We can handle it all. Call 605-842-1117 for service or more information on your next project, big or small. H&O Electric is your authorized dealer of Crane heaters, too. Good luck in tonight's contest. H&O Electric is a proud sponsor of Winter Warrior and Lady Warrior coverage on Winter Warriors Live.
Mathis Implement is a huge sponsor of Winter Warrior and Lady Warrior athletics, and we're your home for huge savings. We've got all the genuine Case IH parts, products, and service programs you need. Schedule your multi-point customized maintenance inspection now. You'll always find the highest quality parts and service, and the Case IH factory-trained technicians at Mathis Implement make sure your equipment stays up and running at peak productivity. Call Mathis Implement 842-3110 or stop out on West Highway 18 in Winter for personal consultation.
Life is fast and complicated. Keeping up with family, finances, insurance, and more left you in a state of falling behind? Then call State Farm agent Carrie Jones in winter to find a simpler state. With Carrie Jones handling all your auto, home, and life insurance, things will slow down so you have more time for everything else and more money, too. You see, by adding your policies with State Farm agent Carrie Jones, you can earn discounts up to 40%. And this all equals more you time and money. So call State Farm agent Carrie Jones today and catch up to a better state with State Farm.
How confident do you feel about your retirement? Ask Leiden & Associates, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, about the exclusive Confident Retirement approach. Together, you'll break down retirement planning step by step to get the real answers you need. Call Joel Leiden or Candy Sockjen at 605-842-3832 today. Offices located at 214 East 2nd Street in Winter, South Dakota, with offices also located in Chamberlain and Pierre. The Confident Retirement approach is not a guarantee of future financials results. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor. Ameriprise Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in South Dakota are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at FarmCo, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know FarmCo locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. FarmCo, feeding your future.
Computers and More, located at 660 West 2nd Street, is obviously your computer sales and repair business in winter. The More is so much other than you can imagine. We are your local outlet for Winter Warrior sports apparel. We do screen printing and embroidery for your purple and gold attire. Stop in and check out all our gear on hand for you to wear to the next game. Call us at 842-9057 for an appointment to see how we can design your company logo on all types of clothing. And remember, thanks for keeping it local.
Do you hear that sweet sound driving down the road? You know the one, silent. WW Tire Service in Winter strives to deliver you a quality driving experience. They offer a huge selection of tires, ranging from Bridgestone, Firestone, Dayton, BF Goodrich, Michelin, Cooper, and more. But they're more than just tire sales. Their ASE certified technicians are able to care for all of your automotive needs. Batteries, belts, brakes, suspension repair, oil changes, wheel alignments, and much more. Their philosophy is simple. Never promise more than you can deliver, and always give the customer more than they expect. Stop in or give them a call at 842-0884 and see how they can keep you in silence on the road. WW Tire Sales, a proud sponsor of the Warrior and Lady Warrior Games on Winter Warriors Live.
Wings and More in the American Legion at 311 Jefferson Street is the official Game Day webcast host for all live productions. Game Day means tailgating, which starts at 5 p.m. and lasts through 10 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Mona and Kathy will start your pregame off with some incredible specials on their famous wings and beverages, and then you can check out their delicious dinner menu. This will keep the momentum rolling all the way through to post-game festivities. Wings and More features dual monitors to bring you the best action from live productions for football, volleyball, basketball, wrestling, and baseball. Our game day hosting calendar includes every game. Multiple games means splitting the action between the screens, so you don't miss a minute. Wings and More is proud to sponsor all Warrior and Lady Warrior activities on Winter Warriors Live. Remember, design your perfect game plan for the best game day experience. Plan on stopping by Wings and More for food and beverages and an incredible viewing experience.
Plan on brightening up your home or office atmosphere? Need to warm or cool down the environment in your space? Then stop down to 130 North Main Street in Winter, South Dakota to visit with Kutra Electric. Bob and his crew will shed some light with quality advice and direction on your next project. And when they see your vision for your next project, you can count on Kutra Electric's highly skilled team of professional servicemen to come in and get the job done in a fast and courteous fashion. And remember, we provide the same quality service for a single light repair as we would for new construction or remodel. Kutra Electric remains committed to brightening the lives of the families of South Central South Dakota. So call us at 842-1510. We're a proud sponsor of all the Warrior and Lady Warrior activities on Winter Warriors Live.
Sassy Spurs Boutique at 121 East 2nd Street on the 4 lanes has expanded. Stop in Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. or on Saturdays from 10 to 2 to check out our Western apparel and footwear for men, women's, kids, and infants. Sassy Spurs features Twisted X boots, hooey caps, tough apparel, Stetson and Resistol hats and Resistol apparel and Corky's footwear. Need some bling to go with your new threads? Shop our expanding lines of jewelry, purses, belts, buckles, and boot polish. It's all available under one roof at Sassy Spurs on the 4 lanes, and shipping is available by calling 605-842-2400. Sassy Spurs supports all the live productions of Warrior and Lady Warrior activities and wishes them good luck in today's competition.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in South Dakota are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
There's a new sheriff in the Wild West. Wild West Gas has now reopened under new management. It's the same old location, but with a new, fresh set of smiling faces, ready to welcome you each time you stop on by. Located at 865 West 2nd on the 4 lanes, Wild West Gas is open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sundays from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. As with any C-store sheriff, Wild West Gas is armed with the finest selection of beverages, snacks, and gas. Stop in and check us out. We have all your traveling needs to help you keep the peace on your next adventure. And just for the youngins, all students and student athletes receive half off on all their fountain beverage purchases in the Wild West. Wild West Gas is a proud supporter of Warrior and Lady Warriors Live Productions and wish them good luck in tonight's competition. And listen here, partners, stop in after the game with your game program and y'all will receive 10% off your in-store purchases. Woo, doggy. Do you remember the days of the hometown general store where everybody stopped and everybody knew everybody? You found everything you needed for each day, and the hometown community pride and feeling flowed. Today, with our busy lives and schedules, some feel we've lost that connection, but it is alive and well today at the M Pride at 610 West 2nd Street on the 4 lanes. When you enter, they want to know your name, how the kids are, how's your day going. We value community and hometown pride, but don't just think we're stuck in the past. We have all the modern day conveniences and comforts you need from us. Milk, coffee, soda, snacks, meals, deli, fuel, and so much more. We have it all. And when you leave, we want you to have felt at home. We live in this town and care for this town. M Pride is a proud sponsor of the Warriors and Lady Warriors activities on Winter Warriors Live.
Suffering from neck pain, chronic or acute back pain, or headaches? Tired of temporary relief from your current regimen of treatment? Here at Atlas Chiropractic, it's a different approach. Dr. Willowade of Atlas Chiropractic in Winter uses a unique technique that is gentle, precise, and effective. Are you ready for change? Call Atlas Chiropractic today at 842-1588 to set up your initial examination, or stop into 210 South Main Street, Suite number 4, and begin your path to permanent correction. Atlas Chiropractic is a proud fan of the Winter Warrior and Lady Warrior athletic teams and the coverage of their successes on Winter Warriors Live.
Winter Regional Healthcare is proud to sponsor coverage of Winter Warrior and Lady Warrior athletics and activities on Winter Warriors Live. Best of luck in tonight's event. Here at Winter Regional Healthcare, we are committed to professional care with a personal touch at our local hospital and long-term care facility. For more information on the services we provide, check out our website at winterregional.org. Winter Regional, proud to support the student athletes and activities. Honored to serve the families of South Central South Dakota. Remember, professional care with a personal touch at Winter Regional Healthcare.
Some people say the good old days are gone, but Harry K keeps proving them all wrong. The K stands for quality, like the way things used to be. The best sales and service in Central South Dakota. Harry K, the people difference. Harry K, the people difference.
Frontier Motors is a committed sponsor of the student-athlete activities in our area and are proud to bring you coverage of Winter Warrior and Lady Warrior activities on Winter Warriors Live. Frontier Motors in Winter is a full-service dealer for Chevrolet, GMC, Buick, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram vehicles. They also maintain one of the area's largest inventory of quality pre-owned vehicles. With over 300 in stock, the best selection at the best price is at Frontier Motors in Winter. Frontier Motors on West Highway 18, or shop online at frontiermotors.com.
Lil Feller in Winter welcomes all fans and travelers to Winter. We invite you to stop by before or after the game for the best in snacks, drinks, ice, fuel, and much more. It's all available at the Lil Feller, your 24-hour convenience store in Winter. Lil Feller also wants to wish all the Warrior and Lady Warriors good luck on the season and in tonight's competition. We are excited to bring you coverage of all of tonight's action on Winter Warriors Live. And remember, the Lil Feller is the one for all your pregame and postgame convenience traveling needs.
Hey, sports fans, McDonald's and Winter Warriors Live have teamed up to present the Golden Arches Player of the Game. Each night after the game, go to the Winter Warriors Live page on Facebook. Winter Warriors Live page on Facebook. There you will find a post asking you to vote for the person you felt was the player of the game. Simply cast your vote by commenting with the player's name.
All voting on each game's poll will cease 2 hours after the completion of the game.
So don't waste a minute. Log in and vote. The winner of each night's vote will receive a complimentary value meal from McDonald's. McDonald's, Winter Warriors Live, and the Golden Arches Player of the Game. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. McDonald's is happy to sponsor the Warriors and Lady Warriors on Winter Warriors Live.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in South Dakota are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Mel's Auto is a dedicated sponsor of all the action of Warrior and Lady Warrior activities on Winter Warriors Live. If you want your automotive in-road ready conditions, bring it to Mel's Auto on 210 Polk Street in Winter. They have 3 full-time experienced mechanics on hand who get your vehicle back on the road fast. All types of repairs from oil changes to major overhauls and everything in between at the most competitive prices. They even pick up and deliver too. So when you need quality repairs of any type, be confident in Mel's Automotive in Winter. Call 842-2643 for an appointment.
DB's Bait and Tackle has expanded to be the largest dealer in South Central South Dakota. DB's is stocked with tons of tackler for your angler adventures and live bait. So whether it's bass, walleye, northern catfish, or whatever you want to catch, stop in and you'll agree DB's Bait and Tackle at 142 West 4th Street in Winter is your store with more. DB's Bait and Tackle, proud to sponsor all the Winter Warrior activities on Winter Warriors Live. Good luck in tonight's contest.
The store that always does the most for you is the Winter Food Center. We wish the best of luck to the Winter Warrior and Lady Warrior teams as a proud sponsor of all the action on Winter Warriors Live. We invite you to stop out for your everyday grocery needs, fresh produce, top grade meat department, incredible dairy section, and much, much more. Or for your special event orders, you'll always find what you're looking for at the Winter Food Center. And they always deliver speedy, friendly service at the Winter Food Center, the store doing the most for you.
How long should your dreams live?
Long enough to pay off the house.
Long enough to send the kids to college.
Your dreams should live forever. So help protect them with American Families Life Insurance. Use our online life needs calculator at amfam.com and call your local agent to find out how much coverage is right for you and your family. Your dream is out there. Go get it. We'll protect it. Life insurance underwritten by American Family Life Insurance Company. Home office, Madison, Wisconsin.
Grossenberg Implement has earned the Aftermarket Achiever Award from Deere & Company. Grossenberg obtained this award by meeting goals set forth by Deere & Company for 2014. What is this aftermarket product line, you may ask? Well, it includes batteries, engine parts and kits, maintenance items such as oil and filters, and even planter parts. Deere & Company will only issue 50 of these awards nationwide, so Grossenberg Implement is very proud and honored to receive this award. By earning this award, it helps Grossenberg in the overall goal of building bigger and better buildings, which they need to keep up with the demand of larger equipment. Efficient buildings will allow Grossenberg Implement to better serve their customers. And Grossenberg Implement's motto has always been service, the other half of a great product. As a matter of fact, service has been Grossenberg Implement's driving force for the past 78 years, and they're going to continue to build on this reputation. With everything previously mentioned, the most important topic they need to say right now is thank you to all their customers. From the entire Grossenberg Implement staff.
Here at Farmers Union Insurance, they do everything they can to make sure that you have the right insurance for your specific needs. They understand not every individual or family has the same insurance needs, and insurance is not a one-size-fits-all type solution. You see, they look at themselves as an insurance consultant rather than the typical salespeople. Farmers Union Insurance Agency's presence within the community is more than just an insurance office. They are proud to sponsor coverage of winter athletics and students. Good luck this year to all the Warrior and Lady Warriors.
No job is too big or small for the gang at H&O Electric in Winter. Whether it's a simple task around the house to remodel or new addition to major construction, we provide residential, commercial, and industrial heating, cooling, and electrical work in winter. We can handle it all. Call 605-842-1117 for service or more information on your next project, big or small. H&O Electric is your authorized dealer of Crane heaters, too. Good luck in tonight's contest. H&O Electric is a proud sponsor of Winter Warrior and Lady Warrior coverage on Winter Warriors Live.
Mathis Implement is a huge sponsor of Winter Warrior and Lady Warrior athletics, and we're your home for huge savings. We've got all the genuine Case IH parts, products, and service programs you need. Schedule your multi-point customized maintenance inspection now. You'll always find the highest quality parts and service, and the Case IH factory-trained technicians at Mathis Implement make sure your equipment stays up and running at peak productivity. Call Mathis Implement 842-3110 or stop out on West Highway 18 in Winter for personal consultation.
Life is fast and complicated. Keeping up with family, finances, insurance, and more left you in a state of falling behind? Then call State Farm agent Carrie Jones in Winter to find a simpler state. With Carrie Jones handling all your auto, home, and life insurance, things will slow down so you have more time for everything else and more money, too. You see, by adding your policies with State Farm agent Carrie Jones, you can earn discounts up to 40%. And this all equals more you time and money. So call State Farm agent Carrie Jones today and catch up to a better state with State Farm.
How confident do you feel about your retirement? Ask Leiden & Associates, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, about the exclusive Confident Retirement approach. Together, you'll break down retirement planning step by step to get the real answers you need. Call Joel Leiden or Candy Sockgen at 605-842-3832 today. Offices located at 214 East 2nd Street in Winter, South Dakota, with offices also located in Chamberlain and Pierre. The Confident Retirement approach is not a guarantee of future financials results. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor. Ameriprise Financial Services Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in South Dakota are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. There's just one place where students...
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to WinterWarriorsLive.com coverage of the Crow Creek Lady Chieftains coming to the National Guard Armory to take on our Winter Lady Warriors. The Winter Lady Warriors coming to this game with a record of 11-4 on the season, taking on a 4-10 squad looking to be the spoilers. This is Jody Brozick. Tonight I'll be joined by Bob Conant. We're going to be bringing you the play-by-play in a lot more color than play-by-play during the course of this game. Bob, how are you tonight?
I am all right.
All right, it's been a long week, hasn't it?
It has been a long week, but looking forward to getting some games going. Kind of a slow week for the Warriors and the Lady Warriors, so kind of heating things up here with the game tonight, and then the big trip on Saturday to Cheyenne Eagle Butte. And I know the Big Dakota wrestling tournament. Give us a 30-second forecast of that, Jody.
You know what? Taking a look at that tournament, they've added a lot of teams over the course of the last few years. The brackets are full. It's a 16-team tournament. It's going to be a very competitive tournament. You're seeing a lot of kids coming back from injury that were out, making that late season push to get in before some matches before regionals. It's going to be a great tournament.
Bennett County there?
Bennett County is there.
Mr.
Sam
Ireland bringing that unbeaten record in then.
Caleb he was lucky enough to get the number 4 seed in that tournament.
Is that Caleb's weight group?
Yes, it is.
Nice. So
last year he wrestled Mr. Ireland and he suffered 17 to 1 and he got pinned. Sam pretty much did anything he wanted at will. Caleb has basically convinced me that he's going to wrestle him a lot closer in the semis this year.
That? Your maturity can do a lot along those lines. So we got a basketball game here tonight featuring Crow Creek and the Lady Chieftains, and just kind of looking at their roster, we're not going to pretend to know a whole lot about them because we really don't, but
can't find a lot on them.
No, but 2 7th graders and an 8th grader on their varsity roster. 5 juniors and 2 seniors. A couple big girls. I think that's Marks and perhaps the Saul girl, listed at 5'9" and 5'10", and big, strong girls. So we'll see. Our girls have struggled a little bit when we've had big post presences for the teams that we've been playing. So we'll see how our girls handle that, and as well, we'll see how our girls come out and try to get off to a good start, get some shots to fall, and try to get things going along those lines.
You know, one of the things that you brought up, it has been a long layoff. This is the first action for either one of the hoop squads, and it comes 5 days after that great Saturday night doubleheader against Parkston. You know, Winter's going to come in the favorite in this one. Taking a look at what we could find on Crow Creek. Crow Creek's got 2 things that I noticed. They've given up over 100 2 different times during the course of the year. There are 2 common opponents. One is Todd County, who scored 110 on Crow Creek, and the other common opponent is Miller, who they only lost to 51-41, and it was a relatively tight game from the read I was able to get. So if we remember how we started against Miller, this could end up being a close game all the way through if they play as well as they did against Miller. Really? And we struggle.
Yeah, and I think it comes down, like I said, comes down, get out, hit a few shots, get the ball going through the hoop, because if we get into that monotonous one and out that we've fallen into, it just can get a little painful to watch sometimes. But when the girls got the shots going, it opens things up in the middle for Kelsey and Bailey and Sydney to drive. So national anthem tonight by Mary Calhoun. We are just about to tip off starting lineup for the Lady Warriors. The same 5 that I think we've ran all year long. Sydney Fritz, Bailey Vollmer, and Kelsey Bertram at the guards. Your post players are going to be Tawny Sherman and Kylie Horseman. Starting lineup for the Crow Creek Lady Chieftains. Number 11, Haley Langdow. She's a 5'2", 7th grader.
Wow.
Young girl. In the middle, that's Jamie Marks, 5'10", senior post player. Number 22, Cheyenne Redwater. She's a junior guard. Looks like number 3, Marvine Ross, another 8th grader. And number 43, Breanne Saul. She's a 5'9", senior post.
You know, Bob, I wasn't here for the Parkston game. Kelsey put up her normal numbers, but what was really nice to see, you had Sydney Fritz put up 22 the other night against.
She had 17 in the first half, Jody.
Really?
Yep, hit 3 threes and just really got the team off to a nice start. Winter really cranking up the pressure here. Behind the back pass, that shot put up and missed, and then Marks with the rebound coming out of there. The Lady Warriors heading the other way. Bertram cross court to Sherman. Sherman out there at the 3-point stripe, playing with Vollmer in the corner. Middles it to Horseman out on the wing to Bertram, who nails a 3-pointer. And before we hit the minute mark of this game, Winter with a 7-0 lead.
I think they're thinking about that century mark. I hate to talk about it, But it's hard not to look at an opponent's schedule that's coming up.
Fritz with the rebound is going to have that ball knocked out of her hands, and the Lady Warriors will take possession. 6:58 to go in the first quarter. Winner to a quick 7-0 lead kind of start that good to see the Lady Warriors get.
No rust on those shots, is there?
No, looking good. And maybe having a few days off isn't a bad thing for the girls today. Horseman with a nice feed inside to Vollmer. She misses the layup. Bertram with the rebound, kicks it out to Sherman. She hits it from about 14. 9-0 Lady Warriors.
Oh, Kelsey, still aggressive.
Kelsey got into foul trouble early against Mount Vernon Plankton. Surely affected the game. She sat a lot of the first half, but at the same time, I don't think that's a game that we would have had to have really played our top-notch game.
Very impressive team.
Yeah, and fun to watch. I don't like to watch the Warriors or Lady Warriors lose, but I tell you what, the two impressive performances by those Mount Vernon Plankton teams, and they played hard, played the right way, and I think that'll be a fun little rivalry over the next few years. Bertram down inside to Fritz. She's in a little bit of trouble. Gets the ball ripped away from her by Jamie Marks. I think that Sydney's going to lose that battle 4 out of 5 times, and that's nothing against Sid. That's a big presence in the middle for Crow Creek.
She came back, just looked at Tawny and said, "My Lord."
Crow Creek gets it across half court. It's in the hands of Cheyenne Redwater right now. Redwater gets it down to Marks and is stolen out of there by Marvine Ross.
Nice defense.
Yes. Redwater running the post for the Lady Chieftains. Back to Ross. Tries to get it inside to Saul. Nothing doing. It's Bertram with it back up the other way. Dangerous pass over the middle. Luckily tipped out of bounds by Crow Creek, so it stays with the Lady Warriors. 5:33 to go in the first quarter. 9-0 the score.
Up and down the court, those legs look fresh. You talked about it being a benefit to Winter. You know, those last few games, it looked like their legs may have been a little tired. A 5-day layoff looks to have helped them.
I have a close friend whose son plays for Sioux Falls, Washington. They're in the midst of a 2-week layoff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just the way the schedule worked out, but they played their last game on Saturday at Marshall, Minnesota. They did not play again until the 13th of February, so that'd be a challenge to deal with in the middle of the season. Good in the way that you get the rest, but at the same time, that's 2 weeks off the competitive court, so be interesting to see how they handle that.
If there are things you need to work on, it's going to definitely benefit you, the practice time, but man, the rust, the legs.
Yes, Crow Creek with the steal. That's Marvine Ross with an ill-fated layup that goes off of her leg and out of bounds. Pulled up for the layup about a foot short of the free throw line and took a few steps. Inbounded to Bertram. She gets a little hip check there from Redwater. It'll be Crow Creek's second team foul.
You know, looking ahead, you made reference to that huge Saturday doubleheader. The boys are going to be laid off. The girls will have one in the books before then. It'll be interesting to see how it affects those two teams.
Three-pointer missed. Marks with the rebound. And Marvine Ross running the top for the Chieftains. And another pass out of bounds, another turnover. Substitution into the game. That's number 32, Chelsea Medicine Crow. She's listed at 5'8" and a forward. She's a junior. First substitution in the game for the Lady Chieftains. 4:48 to go, 9-0 your score. Bertram across half court into the hands of Vollmer. She puts that over Kylie Horseman, and a turnover again for the Lady Warriors. I believe that's our 4th turnover to start the game already, so something Lady Warriors can clean up a little bit here.
You've got a rock-solid memory. I'm going to test it. Going to take a look at the stats. Yeah, that is the Lady Warriors' 4th turnover.
Redwater with the ball up top and fakes herself out. Vollmer with the steal into the hands of Bertram. Kels with a nice little turn move, stopped the defenders, and she just proceeded in for the layup, her 7th point of the ball game. 11-0, Lady Warriors with an early lead. Nearly another turnover. Gets the ball to Saul, and It's going up for a three-pointer. Failed. Sherman rebound. Bertram cross-court pass to Vollmer. She pulls it back into the hands of Sherman. Over to Bertram. Wide open look from 20. She misses. And Bertram, winner in that man-to-man defense. Woman-to-woman defense, perhaps, would be more appropriate tonight.
That is correct.
Jamie Marks, high post over to Saul. She gets it down to a cutting Redwater, puts a shot up, doesn't even draw the twine, and Sherman with the rebound gets it back to Bertram. Long pass up to Sydney Fritz, 19 feet from the corner, short. Horseman with the rebound. Nice pass back to Kelsey in the lane. Good look there by Kylie, just knowing right where her teammate was, and gets it back to Kelsey, and that makes it 13-0. Another turnover there. Sydney Fritz with the steal over to Bertram. Kelsey in the middle, and she's going to be fouled.
That's a hip check.
That's the kind you used to get in the hallway when you were a freshman right there, and the seniors were coming through.
I think some NHL players would be very proud of that one.
That is the third foul for Cheyenne Redwater, not even 5 minutes into the ball game, so she'll take a seat. I would assume for a period of time here. Looks like she may be stretching a cramp out over there. Free throw is missed, and Sydney Fritz over there battling with, I believe that is Medicine Crow for the ball, out of bounds off of Crow Creek. Sydney Schuyler into the ball game now for the Lady Warriors. She comes in for Bailey Vollmer. Kylie Horseman shot baseline, rebounded there by Medicine Crow, and will go the other way. Marvine Ross now at the point for Crow Creek. Ross drives the middle, puts up a shot. She's going to get the foul. I believe that's going to be called on Horseman. We'll see who that's. Yes, called on Kylie Horseman. Her first foul, second team foul for the Lady Warriors. Marvine Ross to the line for Crow Creek. First shot is short, and number 42, Rachel Sherman, into the ball game now, spelling Kylie Horseman. Again, Kylie with a nice rebound down on the other end there, that last possession, and finding Kelsey Bertram impressive play.
Looked like Rachel Sherman got some significant, important minutes in that Parkston game.
Rachel Sherman battled this weekend. We'll cut away for 30 seconds and bring you back to the National Guard Armory. 13-1, your score. Lady Warriors with the lead.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in South Dakota are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. There's just one place.
Back at the National Guard Armory, this is Jody Brozick and Bob Conant bringing you all the action tonight between the Winter Lady Warriors and the Crow Creek Lady Chieftains.
Bertram with the ball. Gets it across half court into the hands of Sydney Fritz, over into the corner to Tawny Sherman. Tawny drives back to Sister Rachel from 17, and she is short, but Bertram there with the rebound. Ugly shot, banks it in. Kelsey with 13 early points makes it 15-1. Lady Warriors with the lead. Just short of 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Winter shooting a blistering 54% right now prior to the timeout.
7 for 4 after the made shot. 7 for 4 after the made shot, so we should be, or 7 for 12 after the made shot, should be about 58%. Sydney Schuyler now with the foul. My brain was trying to get the math out, Jody. The words just didn't follow. Couldn't convert the numbers into words. Fouled and at the line, I believe that's number 43, Brianne Saul.
50.
Oh, that's 50, Jamie Marks. Marks' first free throw is good. Kind of a Nomar Garcia-Parra at bat thing going there with the free throws. Several dribbles, a few spins, a few
Bounce
steps.
the knee, pull the shorts.
And that free throw is good as well. So 15-3 your score. Bertram gets it to Skyler. Sydney driving, puts a shot up, misses, tipped out of there, and who's going to run it down? I keep trying to call him Cheyenne Eagle Butte. Crow Creek with the rebound. Marks runs it down, gets it into the hands of Marvine Ross. Sydney Skyler picks her up on defense. Into the corner here, that's Medicine Crow. High post to Marks, who shuffles her feet and is going to be called for the travel. So turnover for Crow Creek. Lady Warriors take over. Bertram with the ball, across half court, into the hands of Sydney Skyler. Sydney drives again, puts a running shot up from about 10 feet, misses, tipped around, and again Crow Creek with an offensive rebound or defensive rebound, forcing the 1 and out for the Lady Warriors.
That's kind of Sydney's shot right there on the elbow of the lane. Had a couple good looks, just not able to get it to fall early here.
But we were talking right before the break. Rachel Sherman really had a nice weekend, both games. Played a lot of minutes, really battled well against Mount Vernon Plankton in that second half. Some of the older girls in a little bit of foul trouble, and she really played well. Didn't really blow the stat sheet up, but got good minutes in, played really well against the big girl from
Megan Boltzma.
Megan Boltzma from Mount Vernon Plankton. And another girl that did a nice job defensively there, Sydney Fritz, did a nice job against the big girl as well, doing some fronting and just kind of trying to keep her out of the game. So, and then Parkston, nice minutes there for both Sydney Schuyler and Rachel Sherman off the bench and doing a nice job. So it's been a nice little asset for Coach Aker to have those two coming off the bench. Again, girls that you probably aren't going to look at to put a bunch of points on the board, but are going to play solid defense. They're going to hustle. They're going to get after loose balls, do the dirty work, the blue-collar stuff. So just good assets to have for the Lady Warriors this season as they make their run. Sydney Fritz with the ball up top, drives, and gets it to a cutting Bailey Vollmer.
That's going to be partially blocked there.
Yep, Horseman on the baseline, puts a shot up again, 1 and out. Nice job getting the ball up the court. That is number 33, Joanna Fallis. She is another 7th grader with a nice drive and finish there. 15-5 is your score now. Vollmer with the ball, and she's driving over on the baseline to Horseman, up top to Sydney Fritz. Sid squares up from 19-9 and hits the three-pointer at the buzzer. Two-pointer, toes on the line.
Toes on the line.
19 feet 7 inches then for that one. But 17-5 your score. We'll cut away for a minute and bring it back to the National Guard Armory.
Right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at Farmco, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know Farmco, locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. Farmco, feeding your future.
Computers and More, located at 660 West 2nd Street, is obviously your computer sales and repair business in winter. The More is so much other than you can imagine. We are your local outlet for Winter Warrior sports apparel. We do screen printing and embroidery for your purple and gold attire. Stop in and check out all our gear on hand for you to wear to the next game. Call us at 842-9057 for an appointment to see how we can design your company logo on all types of clothing. And remember, thanks for keeping it local.
Back at the National Guard Armory, quick bucket by the Lady Warriors into 5. Winner on cruise control, shooting, as we'd said earlier, very hot. Bob, you nailed it, 58% for the first quarter.
Kelsey Bertram with 11. Bailey Vollmer with 2, Sydney Fritz with 4, and Tawny Sherman with 2, and then Bailey Vollmer with a quick bucket here to start the second quarter. Another tree getting away with a little bit of a block there, but rebounded right away by Marks, and Crow Creek with the ball, trailing by 7 minutes and 27 seconds to go here. Medicine Crow with the ball up top. Nobody wanting to go up there and get it. Gets it to Fallis, over to Ross.
Just the inexperience of having a 7th and an 8th grader on the
They
court.
have 2 7th graders on the floor right now. Body's hitting the deck. That's Medicine Crow hitting the floor hard. Vollmer comes out of there, and Bertram with a nice look up top, and then stolen there by number 22. That's 2033. Joanna Fellis, the 7th grader. So you've got Haley Langdow over there. Number 11 is a 7th grader, and Fallis is a 7th grader as well. So a couple very young girls getting time here for the Lady Warriors, or for the Lady Chieftains. That's Medicine Crow down there on the block. Misses the turnaround. Sherman with the rebound. Kelsey Bertram bringing the ball up the court for the Lady Warriors, leading 19-5. Pretty much uncontested layup. Gets that hip check again for the foul on the layup. And 21-5 the score now. Kelsey will go to the line to shoot the bonus.
No patented hoop in the harm?
No. Was more impressed with the late hip check there, like you said. There's a certain essence of hockey there. Chelsea Medicine Crow with the foul. I have no problems with physical play, but I'd sure rather see people going for the ball instead of going low on shots like that. That's a really good way for people to get hurt. So just a little editorial there for you.
I love your editorials.
21-5 the score. There was a lane violation, so the free throw is null and void. Nice job by the Chieftains getting the ball up the court. Townie Sherman with another rebound. Good to see her doing some good things in the middle tonight. Bertram getting the ball quickly up the floor, and another turnover for the Lady Warriors. Langdow with the ball. Nice drive. Horrible finish out there, and Bertram's going to run down the rebound. She's in trouble. Triple teamed. Ball goes out of bounds off of Kelsey. So 2 quick turnovers for the Lady Warriors. Oh, update that stat sheet. We've got to be at about double figures on turnovers already.
I think they're being kind of generous.
Listed as 6. I think that's generous. Inbounded to the Lady Chieftains. That's Marvine Ross with the ball up top. Number 22, that's Redwater back in the game with 3 fouls. Ross up top from 21. That's going to be short. Rebounded by Bertram again. Kelsey looking to get it up the court to Sydney Schuyler. She bobbles it. And another steal. That one goes to Langdow, the 7th grader. Timeout is going to be called.
She's going to take a full timeout.
Full timeout. We'll cut away for 60 seconds and bring it back to the National Guard Armory. Lady Warriors with a 21-5 lead.
Do you hear that sweet sound driving down the road? You know the one, Silent. WW Tire Service in Winter strives to deliver you a quality driving experience. They offer a huge selection of tires, ranging from Bridgestone, Firestone, Dayton, BF Goodrich, Michelin, Cooper, and more. But they're more than just tire sales. Their ASE certified technicians are able to care for all of your automotive needs. Batteries, belts, brakes, suspension repair, oil changes, wheel alignments, and much more. Their philosophy is simple. Never promise more than you can deliver, and always give the customer more than they expect. Stop it or give them a call at 842-0884 and see how they can keep you in silence on the road. WW Tire Sales, a proud sponsor of the Warrior and Lady Warrior games on Winter Warriors Live.
Back at the National Guard Armory, there's Jody Brozick and Bob Conant bringing you tonight's action from the hardwood in the National Guard Armory.
Quick foul there called against Sydney Fritz off the inbound pass, a blocking foul. So Crow Creek remains with the ball. 4 team fouls apiece for both teams. Into marks. Ross gets it back on the give and go. She's going to go to the lane hard, and I believe Tawny Sherman will be called for the 2-shot foul. Marvine Ross will go to the line. 15 foul now for Lady Warriors. That does go against Sherman.
I was just checking Tawny's reaction. Ross did a nice job dribble driving, getting into that lane. The crossover dribble to get herself free, and Tawny kind of surprised. No time to react and go up.
Ross hits the first one. Second one is off the back of the rim, rebounded there by Sydney Schuyler. And Bertram brings the ball, uncontested, going to the middle, and she's going to be called. I thought it was a travel, but it looks like she got another hip check. She's kind of holding her side a little bit there.
Yeah.
But again, just I don't like to see that. Don't stand up. Don't throw your hip into somebody like that. Just don't like to see that at all.
That's 4 fouls. We won't see a lot of her. Redwater will be sitting for some time.
Bertram with the shot. It's short or long, but Sydney Schuyler there for the offensive rebound. Kels back under the rim and gets a rebound, puts a shot up, and she'll be fouled. Looks like they're going to call that as a foul on the ground, so no shooting foul. 21-6 the score. Lady Warriors with the lead. Bertram inbounds to Sherman. Schuyler driving, puts a shot up from 8 and hits it. That is her shot, like Jody was saying. Nice little runner there from Sydney Schuyler, the senior, with the basket, and puts Winter up by 17 with just under 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
It's really a jump shot that she's delivering before she even plants on the floor.
Well, Sydney is not graced with a lot of height. I'm guessing she's got a lot of practice trying to get that shot up and over people over the years here. So Tawny Sherman with the block on the shot. Bailey Vollmer with the rebound. She gets hip checked. Up court quickly goes to Sydney Fritz. Sydney with the layup, and 25-6 the score. Medicine Crow with the ball. Back to Langdow. Bailey Vollmer picks her pocket cleanly right there for the layup. Quickly up court are the Chieftains. And that is a layup missed by Fallis. Rebound Bertram. Steal by Ross and the layup. And that makes it 27-8.
You don't see that often. Chelsea picked in the backcourt.
No, I'm still kind of giggling about Bailey's steal down there. Langdow had no idea she was there. Swiped the ball from her and almost looked at her like, ha ha, and then put it off glass, and Langdow was just shaking her head. So 27-8 your score, 3:46 to go.
Young Brozick trying to collect on a debt.
I see.
He doesn't forget.
Sydney Fritz at the line. Hits the first free throw. Sydney, the junior, averaging about 11 points a game. Really picked up her scoring here in the last 4 or 5 games for the Lady Warriors. She's going to be replaced after making that second free throw.
22 on Saturday. That's a nice little effort. You said.
Yeah, 17 in the first half really sparked things. So Rachel Sherman into the ball game for Sydney. Gets it. Marks inbounded back to Ross. Now to Langdell, being guarded there by Vollmer.
Winter trying to get in those passing lanes, just not able to catch some of them floaters. They're getting up over the top of them. It's going to be another turnover. Winter Lady Warriors going the other direction.
Doing a nice job forcing the turnovers. We need to do a little better job of not providing the turnovers as well, though. Jump ball, I believe, going to be called. Turnovers 12 for Crow Creek, 7 for the Lady Warriors, according to stats provided by the Lady Warriors.
All our stats are being reported, as Bob said, by the official statisticians of Coach Larry Anker. Oh, great anticipation there by
nice job.
Tawny Sherman.
Tawny having a nice game, getting under the basket and getting some rebounds, making some nice passes here. Out there, Schuyler with a shot. Mark Skies for the rebound. Dangerous pass up the middle. Sydney Schuyler going to be called for pass interference.
Getting a little feisty after missing that shot.
Yep.
She wanted another opportunity.
Sydney with her second foul of the evening. She'll take a rest, and Kylie Horseman will come back into the ball game. So your lineup for the Lady Warriors right now is Sherman, and Horseman underneath. That's Bertram and Vollmer up top. For the Chieftains, Saul and Marks down underneath the hoop. And it looks like Medicine Crow, Brianne Starr comes out, and Medicine Crow. Two Medicine Crows on the court Looks like a technical foul is going to be called.
Is that an illegal substitution?
I believe it is.
So
it looks like Kelsey will go to the line to shoot. I'm not really sure what happened there. Perhaps
looked like 21 Traylene Fellis tried checking or ran onto the court without checking in. So Kelsey misses the front end of a free throw. Maybe is that called on the coach then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Illegal substitution there. Actually, it's 6 players on the floor, I'm sure would be what the call was. Again, another hockey reference there. Trying to send somebody in on the
shift change.
Shift change, yeah. Bertram gets it down to Sherman, back to Kelsey on the give and go under the hoop for that little layup that we've seen so much of over the last 3 years. Nice job by Kelsey Bertram putting the ball in the hole. And Kelsey, she's got 14 points early, make it 16, correct? Was that Bailey?
Nope, that was Kelsey. Put it up with her left hand, did a great job.
Bertram with the steal there. She goes behind the back over to Sherman. On the wing to Vollmer, down to Horseman. Dangerous pass in the middle, but somehow finds Bertram's hands, and she's going to get the hoop and the harm.
There you go. I like that.
Foul will be called on, I think that's going to be called on Marks, but we'll see who.
I think they're going to get 43.
43, Brianne Saul with the foul. Winner in the bonus already. The next foul called against Winner will put Crow Creek in the bonus. First free throw gets knocked down there.
Yeah,
that's the only free throw.
Right.
Everybody's a little confused. Nobody brought their A game tonight, Jody. Nobody except Michaela and Sadie doing our camera and production. They're on top of things. Oh, wow.
Rainbow.
Creative three-point shot. Missed. Marks with the rebound and layup. That three-pointer missed by 5 feet. But Marks in the right spot, gets the rebound and puts it up. Missed, but Kylie Horseman in the right spot. Bertram going to the hole, over to Sherman, back to Fritz. Sydney for 3, shot up and good. Had a girl, Sydney Fritz. She's got 11 on the night. 39-10 the score. Dribbling right into the trap is Langdell, and Bertram with the steal. Medicine Crow tries to get a hip into her, but unsuccessful. Steal and layup for Kelsey. Marks bringing the ball across half court. One-handed pass to number 10, Star comes out. 1:20 to go. Winner expanding at 41-10. Pass over on the side. Shot by number 21. That's Traylene Fallis. Bertram finds a streaking Vollmer for the layup. Winner kind of distancing themselves. Crow Creek kind of hung around there for the first 10, maybe 11 minutes of this ball game, but the last 4 or 5 minutes have been all Lady Warriors. That's Mark's going to be called for the double dribble. Substitution into the ball game is Haley Halverson. She gives Kelsey Bertram a break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18, 21, 23.
Bailey Vollmer's going to nail that teardrop three-pointer.
Bertram with 23 points here, looking at half, and Vollmer with 9, Fritz with 11. So those are your big 3 scorers. They're the 3 leading scorers for Lady Warriors coming into the game, and at this rate, that seems like it will be safe as well. Medicine Crow goes to the hole, puts up a running shot. It's missed. Fritz with a bump, and Sherman will get the rebound up to Vollmer, back to Sydney Fritz. Sid going into the lane and misses the layup. It's going to come off of her hands. Marks is going to try to save it back under the basket. It'll go off a Horseman. So with 6.4 seconds to go, and Winner with a 46-10 lead, Crow Creek will get a chance probably for one more shot here. Smaller crowd tonight, Jody.
It is.
East side of the Armory has got pretty good fill, but the west side a lot smaller than what we normally see. It's It's going to be a double dribble called on Langdow, and Winter may get a shot here to put one up.
It's going to take a baseball pass.
Fritz to Vollmer. She'll just hold it. And that will be our halftime score, 46-10. Lady Warriors with the lead. We will come back in about 7 or 8 minutes and bring you second half action from the National Guard Armory. You're watching and listening to coverage of the Winter Lady Warriors on your home webcast, Winter Warriors Live.
Wings and more in the American Legion at 311 Jefferson Street is the official Game Day webcast host for all live productions. Game Day means tailgating, which starts at 5 p.m. and lasts through 10 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Mona and Kathy will start your pregame off with some incredible specials on their famous wings and beverages, and then you can check out their delicious dinner menu. This will keep the momentum rolling all the way through to post-game festivities. Wings and More features dual monitors to bring you the best action from live productions for football, volleyball, basketball, wrestling, and baseball. Our game day hosting calendar includes every game. Multiple games means splitting the action between the screens, so you don't miss a minute. Wings and More is proud to sponsor all Warrior and Lady Warrior activities on Winter Warriors Live. Remember, design your perfect game plan for the best game day experience. Plan on stopping by Wings and More for food and beverages and an incredible viewing experience.
Plan on brightening up your home or office atmosphere? Need to warm or cool down the environment in your space? Then stop down to 130 North Main Street in Winter, South Dakota to visit with Kutra Electric. Bob and his crew will shed some light with quality advice and direction on your next project. And when they see your vision for your next project, you can count on Kutra Electric's highly skilled team of professional servicemen to come in and get the job done in a fast and courteous fashion. And remember, we provide the same quality service for single light repair as we would for new construction or remodel. Kutra Electric remains committed to brightening the lives of the families of South Central South Dakota. So call us at 842-1510. We're a proud sponsor of all the Warrior and Lady Warrior activities on Winter Warriors Live.
Sassy Spurs Boutique at 121 East 2nd Street on the 4 lanes has expanded. Stop in Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. or on Saturdays from 10 to 2 to check out our Western apparel and footwear for men, women's, kids, and infants. Sassy Spurs features Twisted X boots, hooey caps, wallets, and apparel, Cowgirl Tough and Be Tough apparel, Stetson and Resistol hats and Resistol apparel, and Corky's footwear. Need some bling to go with your new threads? Shop our expanding lines of jewelry, purses, belts, buckles, and boot polish. It's all available under one roof at Sassy Spurs on the 4 lanes, and shipping is available by calling 605-842-2400. Sassy Spurs supports all the live productions of Warrior and Lady Warrior activities and wishes them good luck in today's competition.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in South Dakota are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
There's a new sheriff in the Wild West. Wild West Gas has now reopened under new management. It's the same old location, but with a new, fresh set of smiling faces, ready to welcome you each time you stop on by. Located at 865 West 2nd on the 4 lanes, Wild West Gas is open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sundays from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. As with any C-store sheriff, Wild West Gas is armed with the finest selection of beverages, snacks, and gas. Stop in and check us out. We have all your traveling needs to help you keep the peace on your next adventure. And just for the youngins, all students and student athletes receive half off on all their fountain beverage purchases in the Wild West. Wild West Gas is a proud supporter of Warrior and Lady Warriors Live Productions, and wish them good luck in tonight's competition. And listen here, partners, stop in after the game with your game program, and y'all will receive 10% off your in-store purchases. Woo, doggy. Do you remember the days of the hometown general store where everybody stopped and everybody knew everybody? You found everything you needed for each day, and the hometown community pride and feeling flowed. Today, with our busy lives and schedules, some feel we've lost that connection, but it is alive and well today at the M Pride at 610 West 2nd Street on the 4 lanes. When you enter, they want to know your name, how the kids are, how's your day going. We value community and hometown pride, but don't just think we're stuck in the past. We have all the modern day conveniences and comforts you need from us. Milk, coffee, soda, snacks, meals, deli, fuel, and so much more. We have it all. And when you leave, we want you to have felt at home. We live in this town and care for this town. M Pride is a proud sponsor of the Warriors and Lady Warriors activities on Winter Warriors Live.
Suffering from neck pain, chronic or acute back pain, or headaches? Tired of temporary relief from your current regimen of treatment? Here at Atlas Chiropractic, it's a different approach. Dr. Willowade of Atlas Chiropractic in Winter uses a unique technique that is gentle, precise, and effective. Are you ready for change? Call Atlas Chiropractic today at 842-1588 to set up your initial examination, or stop into 210 South Main Street, Suite number 4, and begin your path to permanent correction. Atlas Chiropractic is a proud fan of the Winter Warrior and Lady Warrior athletic teams and the coverage of their successes on Winter Warriors Live.
Winter Regional Healthcare is proud to sponsor coverage of Winter Warrior and Lady Warrior athletics and activities on Winter Warriors Live. Best of luck in tonight's event. Here at Winter Regional Healthcare, we are committed to professional care with a personal touch at our local hospital and long-term care facility. For more information on the services we provide, check out our website at winterregional.org. Winter Regional, proud to support the student athletes and activities. Honored to serve the families of South Central South Dakota. Remember, professional care with a personal touch at Winter Regional Healthcare.
Some people say the good old days are gone, but Harry K keeps proving them all wrong. The K stands for quality, like the way things used to be. The best sales and service in Central South Dakota. Harry K, the people difference. Harry K, the people difference.
Frontier Motors is a committed sponsor of the student-athlete activities in our area and are proud to bring you coverage of Winter Warrior and Lady Warrior activities on Winter Warriors Live. Frontier Motors in Winter is a full-service dealer for Chevrolet, GMC, Buick, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram vehicles. They also maintain one of the area's largest inventory of quality pre-owned vehicles. With over 300 in stock, the best selection at the best price is at Frontier Motors in Winter. Frontier Motors on West Highway 18, or shop online at frontiermotors.com.
Lil Feller in Winter welcomes all fans and travelers to Winter. We invite you to stop by before or after the game for the best in snacks, drinks, ice, fuel, and much more. It's all available at the Lil Feller, your 24-hour convenience store in Winter. Lil Feller also wants to wish all the Warrior and Lady Warriors good luck on the season and in tonight's competition. We are excited to bring you coverage of all of tonight's action on Winter Warriors Live. And remember, the Lil Feller is the one for all your pregame and postgame convenience traveling needs.
Welcome back to the National Guard Armory. 46-10, your halftime score. Lady Warriors with a nice run there in the second quarter to really put some distance on this game. Lady Warriors getting a nice first half from Kelsey Bertram. She's 10 of 12 from the field and has 22 points to lead the Lady Warriors. Sydney Fritz with 11, Bailey Vollmer with 9 for the Lady Warriors. 2 points apiece from Sydney Schuyler and Tawny Sherman. Bertram with 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, having a nice ball game again for the Lady Warriors. For the Crow Creek Lady Chieftains, they're led by Jamie Marks with 4 points, Marvine Ross with 4 points, and 1 bucket for Chelsea Medicine Crow. 46-10 your score. Turnovers for Crow Creek Lady Warriors have forced 19 turnovers, only had 7 of their own, and really didn't have a whole lot of turnovers there in the last half of the second quarter. So good chance here for the Lady Warriors maybe to get some younger girls a little bit of time on the court in the second half as well. Try to get a little bit of cohesion going again with the starting lineup. Again, coming off a loss and on Friday night to Mount Vernon Plankton, where the offense just really didn't tick well at all. So good chance to see the Lady Warriors try to work on a few things and get things gelled and ready to go for the last part of the season. We're kind of looking at that stretch run here. 14 games done out of the 22-game regular season. So Lady Warriors sitting in nice shape in the SESD conference. And the Big Dakota Conference, I think we are either second or third in both conferences. We'll have the loss to Todd County in the Big Dakota and loss to Mount Vernon Plankton in the SESD Conference for the Lady Warriors.
Hello, Bob.
Howdy. Kylie Horseman inbounds the ball to Kelsey Bertram. Bertram over on the wing to Bailey Vollmer. Her three-pointer's just a little bit short. Rebound out there and gets in the hands of Sherman. Nice board there by Sydney Fritz. She's going to be bumped. Shot goes off, but Bertram there with the offensive rebound, and the foul will be called on number 32, Chelsea Medicine Crow. Bertram will go to the line to shoot a pair.
Padding the rebounding statistics there. Picked up 3 offensive rebounds before Kelsey catches a hand.
First one is good for Kelsey. I had her for 23 first half. They have her for 22, but looked like they were a bucket short, so we'll call it 22 and a half in the first half maybe for her.
We'll stick with Bob. Give her the extra bucket.
Both free throws are good for Kelsey. 48-10 the score. Crowd dwindled even more here at halftime. Lady Warriors will keep a hold of the ball. Langdale will inbound the ball to Ross. I do not see Miss Redwater on the floor yet for the Chieftains. She's got 4 fouls. Bertram with the steal. Brings the ball up the court. Dish on the side to Vollmer. Bailey on the baseline from 12 is good.
And took a hockey check.
Another check. Ross with the ball, stolen there by Sherman. Off of Sydney's back, but she's quick enough to find it. Finds a cutting Vollmer. She's going to be pushed underneath there by Medicine Crow. So second team foul. Medicine Crow's going to leave with her 4th foul, so 2 of the Crow Creek Lady Chieftains with 4 fouls apiece. 50-10 the score. Inbound pass, shot fails. Marks with the rebound, gets it into the hands of Marvine Ross to bring the ball up the court. Lady Warriors in the man-to-man defense. Saul, nice lob down there to Marks. Nice shot, nice pass, nice finish for the Lady Chieftains. 50-12 the score. Bertram bringing the ball up the court now. Gets it into the hands of Tawny Sherman. Back to Kelsey going to the hole. Puts up a floater. Gets her own rebound. Gets it to Sydney Fritz. Sydney squares up. Dribbles and puts it back to Vollmer. Up top to Bertram. Finds the cutting Horseman. With the runner misses and Marks with the rebound. Jody, we got a minute here as plays going. Just recognize a couple Winter Warrior football players. Signed letters of intent yesterday. Sam Nas and Tyrell Haley both signed with Dakota Wesleyan University, and good for those 2 young men. Sam signed, I believe he's looking at playing linebacker, and Tyrell looking at playing some defense in the defensive backfield.
I see him becoming a strong safety at that level.
Ironic in that Tyrell played linebacker this year and Sam played defensive back, but difference in high school and college. Sam, probably 200 pounds or so, and Tyrell probably at about, 160 right now? Is he wrestling? What's he wrestling?
Wrestles 52, probably weighs 70.
Tyrell, a gifted weight loser under short circumstances. Bailey Vollmer hits 1 of 2. But nice job for those 2 young men.
They're joining a host of kids from this area in South Central, South Dakota.
There are a lot of kids from this, especially this area. You got a couple kids from Cologne, Ratterman and Fawcett, both getting a lot of playing time there early. Nice look there by Bertram, and Vollmer can't get the layup to finish. Ross with the ball up the floor. Turner Sir from Burke and Sam Hazen from Burke, both playing ball there. A lot of our conference foes, some Parkston kids, some Bonham kids, a bunch of Van Winkles from Bonham. Sidney Fritz gets that swatted out of there. Vollmer runs down the rebound. So good luck to those two next year. Of course, we've got Taylor Haley and Austin Schroeder playing there as well. Jump ball going to be called.
Coach Akers with a quick migraine, one of those acute migraine headaches.
That's a 39-point jump ball. Langdow in trouble, and Bertram trying to pick her pocket. There's a scrum.
Is that another jump ball? That one's appropriate.
Yes.
So going back to Dakota Wesleyan, how did they finish in the DAC 10 this year?
I think they were, they finished 8-3 this year. Just missed the playoffs. They got upset late. Man, it might have been 7-4. They got upset late. Way out of control. Travel going to be called on Ross, but they had a nice season. A young coach in Ross Simple, and program seems to be going in a great direction.
He comes from Bonham.
He comes from Bonham, yes.
Bonham, correct.
Yeah. Not Wagner. I think I said that during our broadcast down there. It was quickly corrected.
I think his father was the coach at Bonham forever.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Russ Simple.
Just a jump ball, pardon me, and it'll go towards Crow Creek. Whole boatload of the Parkston team has signed.
Where did they sign?
Reef, of course, going to Iowa. I believe he's already there. Austin Bertram signed with
Black Hill State.
West Dvorak signed with Morningside.
Morningside,
was number one most of the season in NAIA. Got beat late and then fell in the semifinals. Terrence Kinzer from Cologne got a lot of playing time for them this year. So, all right, we'll get back to basketball. Jody and I could talk a lot of football, but we're talking girls basketball here. Vollmer squares up for the three-pointer. 20-footer is good, and I think we're going to be called for a foul underneath. Basket is good, so Vollmer's three-pointer is good, and called for the foul is number 33, number 43, Brianne Saul, and ball will stay now with Winner off of that offensive foul. Saul taking the slow walk back to the bench. Sundial slow walk back to the bench. Kelsey Bertram inbounds to Vollmer. Vollmer going to the hole, puts up a runner. It's going to be off, but she is going to be fouled. Foul will be called on number 21, Traylene Fallis.
Did you see that shot by Latrell Turkelson opening night of the season? We had it on the replays where he takes a three-pointer and just buries it right between the rim and the backboard and it sticks.
Yeah.
That one almost stuck just like that.
Vollmer misses the first one. Lady Warriors really not shooting well from the line tonight. Normally one of the more of the strong suits for the team, but let me pull it up. I know Kelsey, I think, is 1 for 4 from the line tonight. Bailey not shooting so well from the stripe either. And all it took for me was for me to bring that up, and they start hitting them. 6 of 10 right now are the Lady Warriors. 55-12 the score. Another turnover. Bertram with the steal, the hit, the hoop and the harm, and foul will be called on Jamie Marks.
Is that a new one? The hip, the hoop, the harm?
The hip, the hoop, and the harm. It seems to be the story of the night tonight.
You know, Bob, talking about these Lady Warriors, taking a look at, going to be short.
But Bertram gets a rebound. Layup good.
Taking a look at South Dakota High School Activity Association's PowerPoint system. Winner right now sitting pretty solid if they can come through regions. And I know I'm way too far out in front to even be talking about this, but they're looking at the number 6 seed, and if they win their region and everything plays out, guess who their first round opponent would be?
Perhaps Mount Vernon Plankton?
Todd County.
Todd County.
then a date with Mount Vernon Plankington. Last year they opened with Mount Vernon Plankington, so it might be Todd County this year.
Seems different having Todd County in a different region. I know it's been that way for a couple of years now, but for all those years, so many district and region championship games between Winter and Todd County, both boys and girls. Marks with the basket on that end. Sydney Schuyler from 15 is good.
You don't give her an open shot like that. She is just, if she stands alone and gets time to eyeball that, she's going to drop it every time.
Sydney, and that's, Ross with the runner. Horseman in the land of Giants.
Tawny's got to get over there and help her teammates up when they get floored like that. She kind of just gave her the nice one. I'm going down court.
Rachel Sherman into the ball game for Kylie Horseman. So your lineup for the Lady Warriors is Rachel Sherman, Kelsey Bertram, Sydney Schuyler, Tawny Sherman, Sydney Fritz. Fritz squaring up in the corner. She's going to be fouled after the shot or on the shot as she's coming down.
So we are going to have a 4-point attempt.
Did that fall?
You did?
It did.
It did fall.
Oh, I thought she missed it. But
it went high off iron, come back off the glass, and dropped in.
I was looking at Sydney to see how far into that corner she was going to get pushed off that foul. So I'm glad the hoop went in. I'm glad Sid's okay. Free throw is good. Atta girl Sydney Fritz with the 4-point play. And she is going to stay on the floor. Kelsey Bertram will be substituted in. That's Madison Frazier seeing her first minutes in a while, coming off of some illness. So good to see Maddie back on the floor.
This will be the 10th player off the bench for Coach Aker tonight. Going deep tonight, having that luxury, getting everybody a little work.
I wrote that down about a minute ago.
Did you really?
Yes, I did. Inside, Marks trying to get the ball to Marks and out of bounds off of her hands.
She has been their scoring threat. She gets that low post, gets that lob, and goes to the glass. She's tough to stop and has a couple consecutive buckets here for the Lady Chieftains.
Sydney in trouble in the corner. Floats it. 4 bounce pass at Sydney Schuyler somehow, and Sydney's still staying alive. She gets smacked, but is going to be called for the travel. But again, good example. Sydney Schuyler getting on the floor, trying to get those loose balls, trying to keep that possession alive for the Lady Warriors. Just something she's done all year long for that team. Senior leadership coming off the bench for the Lady Warriors. Marvine Ross brings the ball up the floor.
We're going to see Miss Hollenbeck check in here, going 11 deep now.
Oh.
Maddie.
Frazier with the steal. Checking the traffic. Foul going to be called on Ross. I'm not sure. I don't know if that's a left-hand deal for Madison Frazier there, but hit the jets and go to the hole.
Yeah.
Don't wait for the contact to come to you.
Not unless you know you can finish.
Yeah. So Frazier goes to the line.
You know, you're talking about the attendance here tonight. I am told a lot of people are staying home to avoid the influenza bug.
Well, that makes sense, too. Those of us with many small children in our homes
don't have that luxury.
More exposed to nearly everything out there. I think it's kind of on the downhill swing, finally, but there's been a lot of kids missing school, missing games. All over South Dakota and probably all over the nation is the way I understand it. So, nasty bug. Frazier hits both of her free throws, 67-14. So if you're keeping track at home, Jody and I have talked about college football, influenza,
region standings,
many other things here in this third quarter, as Winter has expanded their lead by another 13 or 14 points with a 53-point lead. They had a 36-point lead at half. Marks fouled by Sherman. She'll shoot a couple. First one is good. Jamie Marks with 7 tonight.
Senior doing a nice job for this squad. They're relying on that leadership in the low post. She hasn't failed them for the most part. 17%. Winter doing a nice job defensively, though, keeping these girls the other girls in check.
Jody, you and I have not had a chance to visit about the Super Bowl. Your thoughts? Jump ball going to be called. No, foul going to be called on Ross.
My thoughts are, don't be afraid of some contact. Hand the ball off. You cannot. Bob, in all honesty, that play call was simply a contractual decision. You're trying to build up the kid that you're going to pay $23 million a year to.
Yeah.
You're going to try justifying that $23 million with a last-second touchdown, and you're trying to lowball Marshawn Lynch. And nice steal, Maddie.
It cost him a world championship.
It did.
Frazier with a nice rebound.
Maybe more than that from the locker room talk coming out.
You know, amazing, though. Nice rebound there by Frazier coming the other way. And she is going to get it stolen from her again. That's Langdell, the 7th grader. The amazing thing to me is just how banged up that secondary for the Seahawks. I heard now today with an MCL tear.
During that game?
Yeah.
Wow.
Played the game with an MCL tear. Sherman's going to have the Tommy John surgery on his elbow, an injury you just don't hear about in football.
Right.
Hear a lot about it in baseball. And, of course, the other that lost that cornerback, I don't know if you saw that injury. If you saw the replay of that.
I never got a close-up of how he hurt his arm.
Well, it's Joe Theismann-esque.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. Actually, more Tim Crumry from our days, except it was this kid's arm. So very banged-up secondary for the Seahawks. But fun ball game for, I was a football fan. As a Packers fan, I had no horse in that race, but a fun game to watch. So rebounded there by Fallis and taken there by Hollenbeck, Sydney Hollenbeck, the sophomore, into the ball game for the Lady Warriors. Frazier with a nice pass down to Sherman off the glass, too hard. Haley Halverson ball goes off of her. So your starting your lineup now for the Lady Warriors, you've got Haley Halverson, Madison Frazier, Sydney Schuyler, Rachel Sherman, and Sydney Hollenbeck on the floor for the Lady Warriors. No starters on the floor right now for the Lady Warriors.
Good decision.
Yeah.
In a game like this, you're not doing your team any good. They're not getting any better by being on the court. The starters aren't.
Exactly. And like I said, I didn't even see Sydney Fritz's three-pointer down here in the corner going because I saw that she was going to take some lower body contact as she's coming down. Just kind of a dangerous thing. You sure don't want to see anybody get hurt. Not that we want to see any of these girls get hurt either, but you sure don't want to see a starter get hurt up by 50-plus in a game like this.
Yeah.
So, good decision. Madison Frazier goes back to the line.
We'll have to go back and on next Wednesday when we do our research, go back and research the last time that Kelsey Bertram sat for a quarter plus. Well, don't have to go that far. We could just look at last Friday night.
Yeah. Yeah, she
picked up her third foul like a minute 31 into that game, didn't she?
It was 2:30, something like that. It was inside of 3 minutes. And then, of course, the fourth foul picked up on the first drive. She got a rebound on the defensive end. Crow Creek being optimistic, they're rolling the ball to half court.
It's going to pay off. Oh, I thought she'd
50-point play drawn up to draw closer here at the end of the third quarter. But no, she got called for the charge right off of that defensive rebound, trying to go in for a layup. And to her credit, she played all the rest of that half there with the 5 fouls, or with the 4 fouls.
5 starters will be back when we return. We're going to step away for 30 seconds. We'll be back after a word from McDonald's.
Hey, sports fans, McDonald's and Winter Warriors Live have teamed up to present the Golden Arches Player of the Game. Each night after the game, go to the Winter Warriors Live page on Facebook. Winter Warriors Live page on Facebook. There you will find a post asking you to vote for the person you felt was the player of the game. Simply cast your vote by commenting with the player's name.
All voting on each game's poll will cease 2 hours after the completion of the game.
So don't waste a minute. Log in and vote. The winner of each night's vote will receive a complimentary value meal from McDonald's. McDonald's, Winter Warriors Live, and the Golden Arches Player of the Game. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. McDonald's is happy to sponsor the Warriors and Lady Warriors on Winter Warriors Live.
Welcome back to the National Guard Armory. Winner with a 68-16 lead. Starters are back in to start the fourth quarter. Crow Creek not in a hurry to break huddle. And here they come. 68-16 is your score looking at the sheet right now. Kelsey Bertram with 28, Bailey Vollmer with 16, Sydney Fritz with 15 to lead the way for the Lady Warriors. Sherman with the ball in the corner. Down to Bertram on the block, back to Sherman. She hops inside the three-point line. Shot is short. Horseman swats it out of there, and Vollmer runs down the rebound.
Really no confidence right there in that shot. She needs to just start firing away.
Bertram throws one up in the lane. It falls. 30 points for Kelsey. Ross brings the ball up. Winner with a 70-16 lead. Cross-court pass to Langdow. Over to Ross. Ross goes to the hole, puts it in off glass. Nice penetration there by Marvine Ross, the 8th grader. A lot of time in the second half. You've had 2 7th graders and an 8th grader on the floor for Crow Creek. So, I mean, they're getting beat pretty handily here, but they're playing hard and got a lot of young girls on the court. Horseman with the ball back to Bertram. Kelsey with the basket, and she will be fouled. Kelsey with the free throw as well. Another big score night for Kelsey.
It's got to have her. We're missing the one bucket. That's got to be 33 by your stats, doesn't it?
I think so, yeah. So she'll be 33 here listed. She's got 33 or 35 already. Marks takes a couple steps under there and is able to put down another shot. Vollmer up the court quickly. Bertram another rebound and another basket. Coach Aker with 5 girls ready to come in over there. 75-20 the score now. Steal by Fritz to Bertram. Kelsey with the pass over to Bailey Vollmer. She misses the shot.
That was an opportunity to break her record. It's not over yet, is it?
No. Down to Marks. Sydney Fritz looking to try to get a shot block there. Nothing doing. She will foul Marks, and Marks will go to the line. It'll be a line change here for the Lady Warriors. 5 in, 5 out. And try to get everybody that's coming in. I think this is everybody who hasn't played yet. So I think you're going to see Vollmer, Meek, Kayla Covey, Sydney Hollenbeck coming in here. Looks like Halverson, Sherman, and so you got Sydney Schuyler, Kieran Meek, Kayla Covey, Chloe Bartles, and Madison Frazier be on the floor.
Winner did win the JV game, no C game tonight. Can't remember the score of that game. Last I saw it was 31-17, and I took my eyes off. So
I think it got worse from there. Both free throws fall for Marks. I believe that puts her into double figures. Frazier with penetration out to Bartles. Pass down to Kobe on the block. Shot will be blocked. I believe coverage on Saturday, Jody. I think the girls' game starts at 5:30. Boys' game scheduled to start at 7. Those are Central times, not Mountain times. So it's 5:30 Central, 7 o'clock Central for girls, followed by boys. Those games will be coming to you from Cheyenne and Butte. Betsy and I will be bringing you those games. And then you can switch over and catch wrestling as well. Jody will have broadcast of the Big Dakota Wrestling Tournament brought to you on Winter Warriors Live from Parkview Gym in Fort Pierce, South Dakota.
We will probably have that on the front page until you guys go live. Your producer will be switching that girls game to the front homepage video player at about 5:30. We'll have coverage of the wrestling tournament from 10 until 5:30 on the home page, and then you can go to the wrestling schedule, pick up the remainder of the tournament in the schedule under Big Dakota Conference under the wrestling tab at that point.
And then you can, if you want to just check results, you can get on Track Wrestling and find the Big Dakota Conference tournament at any time. You can get on there and check results up to the minute as well. So
great source, isn't it?
Oh, it's a sports junkie's dream come true. I check it pretty frequently on weekends just to see how the kids are doing. So kind of neat to get on, and you can check all the tournaments. So for the wrestling enthusiasts, I am not a wrestling enthusiast. I'm a wrestling fan. I am not a wrestling enthusiast. For the wrestling enthusiast, it's the Super Bowl and the Indy 500 all wrapped up in one.
Along with the NBA Finals and maybe the NHL Stanley Cup.
WrestleMania. Yeah. Madison Frazier with the ball up top for the Lady Warriors. She gets it to Bartles. Bartles tries to get it down to Kobe. Nothing doing. Back to Frazier up top. Madison with a little penetration. Finds Bartles on the baseline. 4-footer is good. Chloe Bartles with the basket. 77-24. 4:21 to go here in the, or 77-24. 4:20 or so now in the fourth quarter.
Another shift change about to happen. Haley Halverson, Rachel Sherman, and
I believe that is Sydney Hollenbeck.
Yeah, that's Sydney Hollenbeck about ready to check in.
Meek, Kobe, and Skylar coming out. Excuse me. Inside to Marks, right off the glass. Marks getting some points here in the fourth quarter.
She may hit 20 at this pace. Or maybe not.
She's got about 14 right now. We'll see.
She's played a nice game.
She has.
As a senior on a team where you're playing 3 kids in the middle school, that would be tough.
We'll cut away for 30 seconds and bring you back to close things out here. 4 minutes to go, 77-26, Lady Warriors.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in South Dakota are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the National Guard Armory. 77-26 your score. Lady Warriors with a lot of junior varsity players on the court right now. Bartles and Halverson, Frazier, Sherman, and Hollenbeck. And Halverson loses the ball out of bounds. Turnover, Lady Warriors. Crow Creek takes the ball over. Trailing by 51 here inside of 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Marks with the ball on the baseline. She's got 16 points, 9 rebounds, having a nice night and a disappointing evening here for the Lady Chieftains. Chloe Bartles with the steal, gets it over to Frazier. It's going to go off of Madison's leg and stays this way with Crow Creek. Another turnover for the Lady Warriors.
Every single girl for the Winter Lady Warriors has had a presence on the court tonight. It's good to see in a game like this.
Yeah. Frazier bringing the ball up the court and gets in the hands of Hollenbeck to Bartles in the corner. Chloe with the drive. The shot is going to be short. Rebounded there by number 22, Cheyenne Redwater. Redwater spent nearly all of the second half on the bench here. She had 4 first half fouls. 3-point shot there is off and will go out of bounds.
Karen Meek and Kayla Covey back into the game. Rachel Sherman and Sydney Hollenbeck will take a seat here.
So you got Meek, Bartles, Frazier, Halverson, and Covey on the court for the Lady Warriors. Chloe Bartles down in the corner to Kayla Covey. Kayla driving. That's going to be blocked out of there by Marks. Nice defensive play. Meek with the rebound. Halverson the shot from 13. It's good. Haley Halverson with 2 now for the Lady Warriors. So good scoring output for a lot of girls here tonight. Covey with the rebound. Frazier with the ball. Pushes it up court to Halverson. Over to Covey. Kayla with the head fake. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. 79-26 your score, 2:21 to go. Jody, put you on the spot here. 5 wrestlers to watch Saturday at the Big Dakota Conference.
Colby Curtis, he's ranked right now 11th or 12th. I can't remember, at 113. Are you talking for the winter squad or overall?
Yeah, sure.
We'll go winter squad first. Colby Curtis having a dynamite season, just making huge strides from his sophomore to his junior season. At 126, Cameron Biggins coming off injury, still struggling from an injury back in December, suffered at the Rapid City Invite. He's going to have a huge tournament at 126.
Jump in real quick. Kayla Colby won a 2 there from the stripe and stolen by Meek. Go ahead, Jody.
Then at 152, Devin Gannett back from injury. Gets unseeded, or he's in top seed. He's 0-0 on the season, taking out Daniel Slama and Tyrell Haley for top seed. I look for Tyrell Haley to win that tournament. I'm going to go out. He's going to beat Slama in the semis and take out Gannett in the finals at 152.
Slama from Bonham?
Fort Pierre.
Fort Pierre. Gannett from
Miller Highmore Herald. Okay. At 160, Caleb going to have himself had the number 4 kid in the state, Paul Waring, who's back from injury.
Oh,
had him
sure.
beat
Yeah.
4-1 with 20 seconds to go.
Waring in his 8th year of wrestling varsity.
Yeah.
Is he a senior this year?
He is a senior this year.
Kid's been wrestling varsity, I think, since 7th grade and wrestled a lot of matches.
Caleb had a 5-3 lead with 10 seconds left and lost that match 7-5. That would have been huge for him in region seedings. And then at 195, Jimmy Sharkey been gone here due to a family funeral. That's going to be a great tournament for him at 195. Those are the 5 I like from the winter area to wrestle.
Frazier with the rebound and bucket for the Lady Warriors, 80-26. Pick her up, Jody.
Going back and taking a look at some of the big names in the tournament. Sam Ireland, obviously, at 160. Should be untested at 160. I think he's going to run away with it. But looking at 145, you've got Blake Beats, who was top ranked in the state at 145. Suffered a loss to Rance Johnson in the semifinals. Johnson then goes to the finals and gets beat by Henninger of Stanley County. Look for Beats and Henninger in the 145-pound championship match. 152, Devin Gannett, somebody I'm really going to be wanting to see how he's going to do coming off that ACL injury from football. Of course, Parkston's going to be there. You're going to see their big boys, Bertram,
Horseman.
Pardon me?
Bertram and Horseman, right? Is Horseman kid wrestling too?
Nope. Reichert's their heavyweight.
Okay.
I like Reichert. I've spent some time with the Parkston boys at national tournaments. He's a character. I love him. He is just hilarious.
I got to know the Ireland kid from Bennett County a little bit too. Always got a smile on his face.
Yeah.
Nice kid. So
gentleman.
And just the kids that you can kind of pull for, even though they're not wearing your colors.
Here at the Winter Invite at 106 pounds, we had the number 1, 2, 3, and 5th ranked 106 pounders in the state here at that tournament. At 106 and 113, you're going to see several of the top ranked wrestlers. Colby Curtis gets the number 3 seed, getting a lot of respect now in seedings for his performance on the season.
Colby, a couple of years ago had to tie bricks to his feet to make 106, I think.
Yep.
And wrestled high 80s there to start out with as a 8th grader, if I remember correctly. And yeah, he's really worked hard. One of those kids that I think him stepping away from football and going out for cross country really helped him, because he could probably spend more time in the weight room, those kind of things. And he's had a really nice season thus far and has put the time into it, so it's nice to see the results for him.
You're seeing a new winter area wrestling team. We graduated so many seniors last year. You've got so many young kids getting their first extended varsity action, and as the season has went on, you've seen them grow up and really become young men. It'll be an exciting 3 weeks as we close out the season.
It will be more exciting than the last 2 minutes of that basketball game were, for sure. 86-30 your final score. Just looking at some stats here real quickly. Kelsey Bertram with another strong showing for the Lady Warriors. They've got her for 35. It might be 37. We'll have to see how that plays out. If it's 37, that would break a scoring record she set last week. or 2 weeks ago, pardon me. But 35 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 steals. Just a standard night for Kelsey. 15 to 20 from the field shooting. That's pretty impressive. Bailey Vollmer comes up with 16. Sydney Fritz with 15. Sydney Fritz with 5 assists and 4 steals as well. So nice offensive output from those girls. Madison Frazier comes off the bench, ends up with 7. Sydney Schuyler and Chloe Bartles with 4 apiece. Tawny Sherman 2. Haley Halverson 2. And Kayla Covey with 1 for the Lady Warriors. That rounds out their scoring. For Crow Creek, big night from Miss Jamie Marks. 20 rebounds. 20 points and 9 rebounds for the senior. She had to play a lot of minutes on the post there, as they had 2 girls get in a lot of foul trouble, put her on the floor. I don't know that she came out hardly any in this whole ball game. So
nice job by the senior, though.
Yeah. So of the 30 points scored by Crow Creek, Jamie Marks with 20 of them. So 86-30 is your final score here. Again, we talked about it quite a bit here, but Saturday will be the next broadcast for us. Betsy Watzel and I will be bringing you the ball games from Cheyenne and Butte. 5:30 tip-off for the girls, 7 o'clock tip-off for the boys. Those should be a couple fun games to watch as well. So please join us there. And Jody will be bringing us broadcast of the Big Dakota Conference Tournament live from Parkview Gym in Fort Pierce, South Dakota. Jody, wrestling starts at
10 o'clock.
Championships probably starting about
6 o'clock that night. Right about the time you guys will get rolling with your first game, we'll be wrapping things up from Fort Pierre.
Very well. So another good win for the Lady Warriors, and good win as far as the region as well. Both of these teams in Region 6. So region win for the Lady Warriors. They come away with the 86-30 victory. Wrapping things up tonight from the National Guard Armory, Bob Connett and Jody Brozig proudly bringing you coverage of the Winter Warriors and Lady Warriors on your home of webcast here in Winter Warriors Live.